And good evening. Hello, everyone. Hi, folks. Today, I'm still alone. Luna will join me quickly enough, I suppose that's what we agreed. And today, our topic of the day is water. What brought us here? This weekend, we had a lovely last holistic fair in Powers Court, in Dublin area, and we went after that to visit Powers Court. We saw the big waterfall there, and said, "Yeah, look at the elements. Look at the element of water. What does it do? How does it deal with us?" And we saw the waterfall. We saw the power of the water coming down the stream, and said, "Yes, this is a good topic for now." We are in Scorpio, so this is the time of water. We are in autumn. Element of water is the prevalent element of this time. So it was something that we just needed to do. And I think we'll be joined by Luna soon. Hi, Luna.
Hello and welcome.
I just started a little bit.
Yes, that's okay. Apologies.
And no
for the
problem.
little delay.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, and so lovely to see our beautiful viewers saying hello already.
Oh, yes, we have some in the chat.
Yeah.
Susan, Claire, hello.
Wonderful.
I was
What
just
did I miss?
introducing. Well, I was just taking off a minute ago, introducing the topic of tonight and how we got there. That we were in this wonderful waterfall Monday after the last holistic fair, and we saw the waterfall. We saw the power of the element of water, and said, "This is a topic we should discuss." And it's so timely for the time of year, and yeah, that's what got us here. Do you know? I had a lovely coincidence. Yesterday night, we were at home. We're chilling out a bit, and we're slowly following the Wednesday Addams series on Netflix, and season 2, episode 3. Actually, it played out, and they went on a journey on a camp. And boom, I said, "Look, there's Powers Court Waterfall." The waterfall I visited the day before for the first time in my life, and the next day I saw it in the scene. I think I don't hear you, Luna. Is that possible? Try again.
1, 2, 3. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, I saw you nodded. I didn't hear anything. So I saw the waterfall on Monday, and then on Tuesday evening the waterfall just showed up, and I recognized it immediately. And of course, I had to Google it. And yes, the whole season 2 of Wednesday Addams was recorded in County Wicklow.
Wow.
And this episode was indeed recorded at Powers Court Waterfall.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
Hello, Magdalena. Magdalena says, "Hello, my lovelies." Oh, such a lovely and loving greeting. Yes.
Absolutely. So, we're going to dive today.
Indeed.
Unintended. Dive into the water, the element which flowing and changing, and it moves. It's always, water. Even we have still waters, but water is moved easily, as easy as air, and it represents the time of year, early winter, late autumn, and also connected to an astrological sign. One of the 3 water signs is still on this week, which is Scorpio, and next week we'll go into fire. Into the fire.
Water is the element of the heart. It guides and governs intuition, dream states, psychic abilities, and emotional body. Its energy led us to feel deep, connected. Empaths really love the body of water because it helps us to feel it is responsible for healing and for also receiving intuitive messages. just like the tarot's suit of cups.
Yeah, and the cups in tarot is the water sign, and the three cups that are connected to this time of the year are the 5, 6, and 7 of cups. Interesting ones, and so that's the tarot reconnection. And there's another tarot reconnection, of course, because there's also a trump card that rules water. I have it here. It's the sometimes dreaded death card, and I always say when this card shows up in a reading, the death card. Well, the death card is the first one you get when you are born, because it's the inevitable outcome. So every time the death card shows up into your life, it's not related to that, because that one has already been played. It's about transformation. It's about flow. It's about sometimes it's about hitting a waterfall. When you do right, and boom, waterfall, and below the waterfall you jump into a lovely new pool of inspiration, and that's your rebirth, and you come out of the water again, and that's the real death card playing out.
Speaking
so the
of
themes are, yeah.
water is actually, or shall I say, sacred places like sacred wells, springs, lakes, are the places where the veil thins a little bit, because water is memory. It holds the history of the land, and often water will speak to us. It's very patient and it always finds its way. And Jan, is it true that within the Druidic tradition, water is actually the gate to the other world?
Yes, and probably not only in the Druidic tradition. It's in many traditions. It's the gate to the other world, because we have the ferrymen that take us over the river Styx, in the Greek tradition. But it's also indeed, like you said, we call water liminal, because the other world is nigh, the other world is close by, nearby. It's water represents liminal places where the veil between the realm of the material world, the 3D world, and the 4, 5, 6, 7D world is thinner. So, and that's definitely in the Druid tradition as well. Water is one of the spiritual elements that we use in our rituals too. The when we draw a circle in the Druid tradition, we always clean it with fire and water. So we go around with incense or sage burning in a shell, and then someone goes after, and everybody gets sprinkled with water, and that's the renewal, that's cleansing the energy field, that's cleansing the aura. That's all these powers are given to water. We believe water has these powers to cleanse, to renew, to reinvigorate. We see that in the star card too. Yeah. Flow, temperance. So for Druids, water is extremely important. We are animistic. Many Druids have this animistic idea that rivers, waterfalls, pools, magical pools. Arthur and the pool where the mystical sword Excalibur is thrown in. These are all very much related to our Druid traditions, our myths, our legends. In many of these legends, water plays a crucial role in the storyline, or in how things evolve there. Yeah, the Lady of the Lake lives in the water, and she holds the sword of truth, the sword of decisions, the winning sword. Yeah.
Also, Lady of Avalon, in the land of Avalon, her main aspect on almost all pictures, paintings, is the water flowing out of her, the waterfall of
Yeah,
creation, of healing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it represents transformation. You can dissolve stuff in water, of course. Water has the power to um, interact with fire. It either quenches the fire, or the fire transforms the water into the gas flow, into the steamy flow. And so there's water in itself, 0 degrees Celsius, and it becomes solid. So water is one of the elements that um, in our life we can see in all the states. Actually, we can see it in the liquid state, which is the natural state, but below freezing it's solid, and below a certain point it becomes gas, it becomes air. And yeah, and then it has a relation with fire, that it interacts with fire. So it's the element without, if we wouldn't have it, it's nearly as important, or maybe even more important, as the air that we breathe, because we are water ourselves. Our physical body is 80% water, and there's some molecules that are dissolved in it that keep us together, that create our solid state. Yeah.
Yes. A water that's within our body, that's all the liquids, fluids within our bodies. And I feel water is my favorite element. Out of all of elements, water is absolutely my number one. This is my place of healing. This is my place of flowing. And I love its healing energy because it's gentle, soothing, womb-like, and it reminds us that we can be helped, supported, and washed clean of old energy. And this is the element I always call upon when I'm doing the emotional healing work, like shadow work, inner work with inner child work, releasing trauma as well. However, like any element, water can be gentle and soothing, but also can be wild and destroying, which happens often when we allow our emotions to get the best out of ourselves, while we allow our negative emotions to lead our behavior. So there is that element of both darkness and the light the water brings.
It does. And that's if you then look at the aspects of water, or the what I would call the correspondences of water, there you see that happening. We call water receptive, because it's it takes the shape of what it's in, and it absorbs of what is put in there, or what floats upon it. um, so it's very gentle, it's it's strong but soft. So receptive, feminine energy is there, but it's strong. It can be tsunami strong and destructive. It holds our emotions. It connects us to our subconscious, and it brings some gifts. What are your gifts? What does water give you, Luna? You're mute. Are you muted? Sorry, I don't hear you. Is that me?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah,
Gift
now I
of
hear you.
water.
Yeah,
Flow, adaptability, cleansing, intuition, tears. This is a beautiful gift. I always say that healing happens through a salty water, either tears, sea, or sweat.
yeah, yeah. I love the tears thing. When someone cries easily, or shows their emotions through tears easily, I always say, "Oh, yeah, you live close to the water. You live next to the river, and it's your own river, the river that you fill with your tears, a river of
Mhm.
tears." And yeah, so it has that. It has that. That brings that intuition. It brings, of course, it brings healing and cleansing, wisdom, love,
And
connection.
flow, the movement, the sensuality of movement, also with liquids which our body holds. It can
Yeah,
be connected also with other aspects of fire, like you said, mentioned. Don't want
yeah,
to say certain words here, but I think you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Yes, and
you
Claire
were.
says, time and tide, ripples that flow sometimes fast, sometimes slow. I love that. Thank you for
Beautiful.
sharing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's interesting that water also has this. What you could say sustainability. It sustains itself, and when it does, it has a permanent influence. Look at the Grand Canyons. Look at the streams that are carved out in rock. You know, we have the hardest rock. If water flows over it long enough, it will eventually carve out a path and take the rock molecules with it. It takes a long time, but water has this time. We in our lifetimes cannot see it, but in eternity, you see that it can do big things with nature as well.
Well, actually, you can see it. It's as simple as going to the beach for several years and you will notice all the changes. It certainly is very, very visual for me and visible when I go to my favorite place here in Ireland in Kerry, the Renand Beach. I remember it 4 years ago and the difference the water has made within all its flow and tide within the sand. There are new dunes. It's amazing how it works. And I think it's important to say that water can teach us how to flow through life with softness and surrender, because the surrendering is an important aspect. When we stop resisting, we flow, we trust.
Yeah,
And that's, I think, that gentle shift where we start moving from the soul rather than forcing the mind's path.
yeah, and yeah, and that element of water is what I call the soul connection. I see in oftentimes in still water. You know,
Mhm.
still water clarity is still clear water can be nearly as clear as air. You know, you can see to it deeply and far away, and um, and then when our soul or our minds get mixed up, we see the turbulence of storms and storms in teacups, but stormy seas as well. You know, it's the um, and it reflects our moods as well in this in this when we look at it from this aspect. The
Mhm.
emotions the emotions come first. They tap into our brain, or our brain responds to them, and depending on if the emotions are still and quiet or if they're turbulent, we react differently. So
Water can be sometimes a domain of certain goddesses like Boan, Donu, Domnu, which their element. I wish I had my painting here. Forgot to bring it over today. I have a beautiful painting of a goddess Domnu going out of the element of water, because water is the womb element. And you don't have to be a woman to have a womb. It's that element of creation, of pleasure and sensuality as well. This is the divine feminine, and often you will see certain goddesses with the element of water. Element of water is also important in witchcraft. The ritual aspects often are based on the water, and the rituals I will perform around the full moon connected with a water sign will definitely have an element of water, and the ritual will be bathed in the cleansing element of water. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, and that's interesting that you mentioned this because in Ireland, lots of rivers like the Boyne, are named after goddesses.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Not to mention that the water, or shall I say the other way around, I see our subconscious as a deep ocean because it holds the truth beneath the surface, the parts we hide, the dreams we forget, the wisdom we search for. It's all held within that deepness and depth, which definitely water can hold as well.
yeah,
That's why water, the lakes, especially here in Ireland, there is a lot of myths and legends about the water. There are portals to mystery. There is certain legends about monsters living, like Loch Ness monster in Scotland. So there
yeah,
is a lot of element of that unseen as well.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it has a lot of correspondences indeed. So relax. Yeah, it's related to the west, autumn, dusk or twilight. The tools are the cups and the chalices, the cauldrons are magical cauldrons, and then we have the three zodiacs that are connected to water: Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces.
Do you want to hop on the elements and dig them and dive deeper into them?
Yes, of course, of course.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the deep dive that we do would be the connection for us as tarot readers, astrological and in the major and minor arcana. So Scorpio and the Death card. I have a few death cards here. I showed this one already. The traditional Rider-Waite-Smith and the interesting Thoth Tarot death card with the which definitely where we definitely see this rebirth coming from the stirring up of the energies on the floor and the new emanations rising out of the water. You were shuffling cards already, Luna.
Yeah, well, keep going with
Ooh.
yours.
Keep going. Okay. So Scorpio, we're still another 2 days ahead in Scorpio. The 21st of November, it's we slowly move into to Aquarius. We still have a full moon to go in Scorpio. Which is tomorrow actually. And Scorpio is a fixed sign, fixed water sign. So it's the middle sign of water. The cardinal sign is the first one, which is Cancer. And the mutable sign is Pisces when we are in the last sign of water. Yeah,
Is it
the
full moon or new moon? I just want to.
new moon is tomorrow. Yeah, did I say full moon?
I am not sure. That's why I want to.
I
Um,
I definitely meant to say a new moon, and if it was full, it was a slip of my brain,
I'm
or a
not
bit.
sure. That's why I wanted to
No,
double check. Anyway, new
yeah,
moon in
it's new moon
Scorpio.
tomorrow. So
Yeah.
so that's so we have the end of Scorpio and we have the new moon of Scorpio. So we have new beginnings, new fire, flame. It's lovely that it falls on the end of the sign actually. Um, So Scorpio itself brings us intense emotional depth, passion, love, but also, like I said, the death card. So renewal. There's an alchemical. This is the alchemical water, the water that brings change into our lives, where we die and reborn. So this the death and reborn to me always means um, big changes, and the big changes are net either by natural causes, that's our age. I would say we die and get reborn at our various life stages. The Maiden, Mother, Crone, Wise Woman archetypes means that we have 4 archetypes in the feminine part or in the masculine part: the Mabon, the warrior, the chieftain, and the wise man. And at each end of these life phases, the younger version dies, and the more mature or older or more experienced version emerges. And I call that also death and transformation. These transformations are alchemical, so they have this element of turning into a higher or more advanced or wiser or deeper state, but also these phases come with deterioration as we become more mature, maybe mentally, physically. The vessel ages, and so there's a counter stream there. So this brings as Scorpio, which is represented in that part of our lives, brings these emotional depths, focus, the unwavering focus, resilience. We last longer, we're stronger, we can carry more. Driven by Mars and Pluto, transformation, and that's to me the Scorpio aspect. You probably have something to add to the Scorpio aspect, don't you?
Well, Scorpios are very deep, very secretive signs, just like the ocean as well. You said that they are holding emotional depth. However, on the other side, it's hard for the Scorpio energy to access those emotions. Sometimes the body of a scorpion as an animal, it's hard, it's protecting it. And same thing is with accessing the emotions. And sometimes we may feel a lot during the season of Scorpio, but it's going to be harder to get it out. And that's where the element of water comes in handy. And Magdalena says, water is so soothing for me, especially the sound of the flowing river, water or waves. I definitely agree with that. Yeah. And Claire has an interesting comment here. I once canoed across Loch Ness. Wow. Nessie wasn't available at that time. Maybe that's better. However, I would love to pet Nessie.
I would say, lucky you.
Yes. Magda says, there is one Scorpio watching here with me, so this is interesting.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sheldon.
I wish you all the best.
Yes.
You finished with talking about the zodiac elements.
I was waiting. Yes. I was asking you for a bit of addition there. You're always very knowledgeable about the zodiac sign. So yeah.
Perhaps that's a topic on a separate episode. Because
Absolutely.
if I would go deep into it, it would take me a lot of time. Yeah. And Sheldon says, thank you. While you were talking, I pulled, just out of curiosity, messages of what the water wants us to teach right now. You can take it as a whole reading, an entire thing. You can pick a certain card. I have 3 cards on the table. And the first card I have is dolphins and the play. Safe and surround yourself by love. Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. With those dolphins here, I see this also as a need to play a little bit, play with life, not take life so seriously, because the message here is you're safe. There is no point of stressing out. Moving on to card number 2 with a turtle. Oh. Adrift in shallow water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and accept them. and appreciate them. I'll show you the card again. This card is just flying, not wanting to be in my hand. And
Beautiful.
last but not least, setting up parameters. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationship. So definitely the message here is to connect with every emotional aspect of your life, which is the relationships, the way how we show up within our relationships, how our partners, our friends, those who we love show up within us as well. Perhaps there is a need to set boundaries for ourselves or for others. Maybe the time gets a little bit intense because if the emotions rise up to the surface, it may cause some frictions. And the message here and the advice is just to take a few deep breaths. If we dissociate from our emotions, in other words, if we become an observer of a situation, emotions drop down and then we can see more clarity. And last but not least, remember that you are being protected. So even if you're going through a period of rather murky waters or some deep waves coming at you and you're afraid that you're going to crash at the shore, please don't. Know that you're safe and protected.
Yeah. And Claire chose card 3. And it really truly resonates. Boundaries can be difficult, but necessary emotionally. Thank you. Thank you, Claire.
I was using the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle card deck.
Fabulous. Lovely deck. Very watery. Very watery. So we have at Scorpio. We're getting to the death card. What do they have in common? They both ask us to dig deep into our shadows, into our underworld. So natural ends of cycles and make room for new life. Let go of the stagnant. Let it be reborn. And the transformation is intense often. Yeah, it ultimately leads to purity of heart and purity of intent. That's what Scorpios bring. That's what that brings as well. So,
Yes. Just to summarize, learn how to flow instead of to force. Reconnect with your intuition and your inner guidance. Soften into emotional healing. Realign with a natural rhythm and practice surrender and trust.
yeah.
This is what the water can help us with. And there's definitely a big lesson in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so this is the time when we can also tap into the introspective side of water. We called, 2 years ago when we did our first show. By the way, happy birthday to our channel tomorrow. Happy second birthday. Um, this is a good time between now and the winter solstice. The days are getting shorter, the nights are getting longer, it gets darker. We feel this fatigue coming over us. We feel many. I hear many people that feel tired right now, mentally and physically. Go into a winter sleep. Do like the bears do. Follow the flow. Go into this sleep, introspection. Think what you want to manifest in the new year, in the next year. We're moving from a hermit year into a 10 or a 1 year, into Wheel of Fortune year or a magician year. So I think 2026 is going to be a big year of transformation, and this is the time when these transformations are being set in motion. So there's lots of things that are going to happen. There's going to flow a lot of water through the rivers of our society, and that will take a lot of old stuff with it. Old stuff will go away. Old stuff will inevitably die, and from that, sometimes these transformative times will be hard, will be challenging. It will not always feel like, oh, this is what I want. But remember, on the other side, when we come on the other side of the transformation, we enter into a new world, a new reality. And I said, okay, life, let let us spin life, let the wheel of fortune spin, and let it bring new chances, new opportunities, and renewal, and let the water flow. Lovely
Yes.
messages.
While you were talking,
Yes.
I pulled some more cards to
Oh,
beautiful and active in the comments viewers. And the first card I pulled was for my beautiful beloved Magdalena, congratulating us on our anniversary. And Magda, I think you will love this card. The number is 17. It says Water Temple and Devotion. I bow to the sacred water of life. And I think you will like this card because you will recognize the place. You will recognize what kind of ritual is this. So remind yourself about the energy which you connected back then in that sacred waterfall and water flow. As for Claire, I have a card of co-creation, and Claire, I will show you the beautiful picture in a second. I unite with the power of love. Look at this. It's finding the balance between the masculine and the feminine, between the harshness and the love, between the structure and the flow. For our birthday boy, Sheldon, we have endings. I embrace the infinite flow of life. So ask yourself, where is that you need to take a bow? What is that you need to appreciate? Maybe there is something which is time to say goodbye to and honor that. Moving on to Suzanne, which I saw at the very beginning of our show here. Didn't have a chance to pull that card yet. So, yes. Oh, wow.
That's a jumping for Suzanne.
Yes, we have rejuvenation. I cherish the time I devote to myself. Beautiful cards, saying and pointing out the need to take a better care of yourself, better care of your body, and perhaps loving your body a little bit more at this time. If anyone is there waiting for their card, please let me know in the comments so I could pull it with the message of the water from the water.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, yes, maybe. Wait a second. I'm sorry, I have forgotten about you. Ooh, jumping, but they're coming back into the deck. Oh, wow. Dedication. I open my heart to abiding love. There is that light, that almost clear, beautiful energy, and the rose here as well.
Yeah, and I put my hood on.
Which is black though, but this is the polarity.
Yeah.
There's no
That's the
darkness
polarity.
without the
That's
light. And
opposite.
there is no light without the darkness. So perhaps, my
And
dear friend, there is a need for you to open up your heart a little bit more to receive love which is flowing. Maybe you take something or someone for granted. So allow your heart to open up like a rose petals and reciprocate that love as well.
thank you. I do.
You're welcome. Those are cards from the Water Temple Oracle. Very
Oh,
mystic,
that's a lovely one.
very
Yeah.
magical. I also have two cards here, which I'm going to share. I feel the first message is for me. Thank you for my healing. And the card's name is Sorrow, which resonates with me as well. Very similar to yours, those with this
Yeah.
white robe. So it talks about purity. And I think this is for the collective, the last card, a beautiful one. Red Tara, Revolution. I am fierce warrior of love. As we're entering a Sagittarius season, there is a need to have a higher perspective and seeing things from a different point of view, perhaps in upcoming December, but also taking action towards whatever guidance we are receiving.
Fabulous. So, how do we interpret this all, Luna?
By flowing with life, by flowing within our body, by tapping into a sensual movement, which will lead us straight to Sagittarius fire, action taking, warmth as well.
Focus, yeah, action, warmth, yeah. Yeah. So, is there something we can do to embody this watery energy? Is something like a ritual or something?
Oh, plenty of rituals. One of my favorite is the ritual of cleansing while I'm taking a shower or a bath. You can imagine that the water is cleansing everything, whatever doesn't serve you, whatever you want to release, any energies which your body picked on, perhaps limiting beliefs about yourself, others, whatever is there you want to get rid of. Cleanse yourself, cleanse your body by immersing your body in the water under the shower or having and taking a ritual bath as well.
Yeah.
Not to
Yeah.
mention drinking water. A beautiful ritual which you can do every day is to grab a glass of water and speak to its love, gratitude, magic, and program that water by holding your hands and sending that energy into that glass of water and then drink it so it would fill up your body.
Yeah. I think that this and this idea of shower and bathing is brilliant. What I think we should be aware of that we normally do this daily or nearly daily. We hop under the shower before we go to work, uh, put some chemicals on on our body, and then hop off. Um, what I would suggest is be more conscious when you clean yourself and use better products. I always have don't even know a brand that works magic because we have our own water cleaning system, so we don't want the bacteria to get hurt of our fate in nature is the product we use is called. But you can also, what I would definitely suggest, if you want to do some cleansing or some ritual, that you prepare the water you're bathing with, and if you have a shower, have a separate bowl of water with some magical herbs in it, like rosemary, some salt, of course. Salt is also cleansing.
Eucalyptus.
What? Eucalyptus? Yeah,
Eucalyptus.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then sea salt, Himalayan salt, um, eucalyptus, rosemary, lavender. I would say some essential oil, and maybe light a candle next to your shower, just out out of the drops, but shower by candlelight and set your intentions. Set your intentions um, on doing this, on creating this cleansing for yourself. So focus on your emotion, your habits, your energy, and something to let go of. This is you can wash it away, and something that has to end, something that you want to heal, and from there, make an affirmation. I've prepared an affirmation actually. Let me see if I can find it here. And so while you prepare your water, say something like this: Earth holds fast. These are the elements you add to the water. Water makes clean by the power of salt and the flow of the stream. Cleanse and renew what is outworn. May it leave me now and be reborn. And write that down. Stop the pause the video or rewind the video, and do make this one of the intentions of when you prepare your bath or your shower, and go with that. And then step into the shower. Focus on the sensation of the water flowing, and then imagine it is liquid light. It is energy. It's physically scrubbing your aura. It's physically going over you. And then visualize the stagnant energy as a dark or murky color flowing off you and down the drain, and repeat a mantra or say out loud, I release this. I am cleansed. I am renewed. And yeah. And if you do it in the shower, take it in a bowl. Take, for instance, a sponge or something that you can put it slowly over you, that you can rub it off you, and say, I release this. I'm cleansed. I am renewed. And yeah, shower. Clean yourself with intent, not just to rub it off and run off, but turn it into a ritual, and you will see how much that does for you, how helpful that is.
Claire is also sharing her ritual. Sit with a glass of water. Think of its clarity. Know how special it is, and sip it slowly with grateful heart. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you, Claire. That's so lovely.
All right. Is there anything you would like to add?
I think we done it. I did it. I can bring up maybe a small scheme for this ritual. I will put this in a post actually with the ritual. A post on our YouTube channel where we have the water ritual I just told you about.
Is there a way of showing just this without us being seen? Because the letters are really small and it's hard to read.
This is the maximum size. It's square.
Okay.
So
so definitely go and check that post. Young.
Yeah, I'll create the post tonight, and I'll put a few words what you can do with it, and yeah, enjoy that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
With that said, let's flow with life into a Scorpio season, but before Sagittarius season. But before that happens, please take advantage of the energy of the new moon, which happens tomorrow, to manifest and bring more flow into your life, into every aspect of it. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight, for your time, for your energy, for your beautiful contributions, and see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Thank you so much.
Bye all. Bye bye.